Will the Jewish nation disintegrate again? The biblical explanation for the collapse and disintegration of the Jewish nation primarily centers around themes of disobedience to God's commandments, idolatry, and moral decline. Welcome to the CEA Network. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. According to the Hebrew Bible, Old Testament, these factors repeatedly led to divine judgment, including conquest, exile, and destruction. The Israelites frequently turned to idol worship despite God's commandments. Prophets like Jeremiah and Hosea condemned their abandonment of Yahweh for Baal, Asherah, and other gods. This breach of covenant angered God. The covenant between God and Israel, established at Mount Sinai, required exclusive worship and obedience. Exodus 20. When the nation violated this covenant through injustice, corruption, and neglect of divine laws, judgment was pronounced. The prophets also highlighted social injustices, such as oppressing the poor, corrupt leaders, and false prophets. Isaiah 1:23 and Micah 3:9-12 criticized societal corruption that contributed to national downfall. The biblical narrative, especially in Kings and Chronicles, forewarns that continual disobedience would result in exile. The Assyrian conquest of Israel, 722 BCE, and the Babylonian exile of Judah, 586 BCE, are seen as divine punishments for persistent rebellion. The biblical books depict exile as a consequence of these sins, leading to the dispersal of the people from their land. This marks the disintegration of the political and religious life of Israel and Judah. While the biblical narrative details judgment, it also offers hope for future restoration, emphasizing repentance, return to God, and the eventual messianic hope. From a biblical perspective, the collapse of the Jewish nation resulted from systematic disobedience and persistent idolatry, which broke the covenant with God. These spiritual failings led to divine punishment in the form of foreign conquest, exile, and social decay, ultimately causing the disintegration of the united and later divided kingdoms of Israel and Judah. From a biblical and traditional Jewish perspective, the Jewish people have faced repeated trials, including exile, diaspora, and conflict, which they interpret both as consequences of collective disobedience and as opportunities for spiritual growth and redemption.